What's up all you gamers? If you want to see what I think is a really nice solo heroic tank build and also a good group one, then stay tuned. That's coming up next.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Whee.
You sure you can handle it?
Dude, it's in black and white. Come on.
All right.
Welcome back all you guys and girls. I've been away for a few days, so hopefully this build will be good enough as a refresher. And what it is, I've kind of been mixing and matching a few things. I've found one tank build that I'm going to bring out a little bit later on that is a little bit more sustainable than this, but this one seems to do a bit more damage and you feel like you're kind of you're just doing a bit more with it rather than just struggling through the levels taking absolutely ages to kill anything. So without further ado, this one is a tank and spank build, so full body bulwark, send out your drone, and then you're going to want to crack on and get some shots in. Now we're using the Liberty with this build, and the Liberty is, in my opinion, the best weapon with a tank build, just because it kind of all works very well together. So for example, say they were actually there, you would have no problem with this. You'd be tanking all of them, you'd be getting your armor back as you go. If they start coming around to the side, you're going to want to pull back a little bit and send your drone over there to take them out. The worst thing about a tank build is getting shot in the bum and dying straight away. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. So I've tried to make it so that doesn't happen as much as possible. So let's go through what we got on, shall we? Now at the moment I've been trying this, and I would honestly say change this build to how you actually want to have it for yourself. Adapt it a little bit, it's very flexible. So right up here I've got Firestarter on. In hindsight, I don't think Firestarter is the best one. I was using it mainly for the shield break to see how the fire worked when someone was around me. I think you'd be better off probably putting on the survivalist for the 10% extra reduction of elite damage, or possibly chucking on your tech so that you get the extra 1 skill power. And just down here, oh, I'm missing the guns out. First off, the Liberty is kind of the bread and butter of this, and obviously that will give you hits grant 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times, headshots consume all stacks, and repair your shield for 3%. So basically you're going to be cracking on with a lot of body shots when you need to and getting that headshot, and then it will buff however much there is. Or if you're good enough at headshots, every headshot you get will be 3%. Either way you want to do it. It kind of all comes down to how much is shooting you. If you're getting shot by 2 big guys and you're kind of doing this with your screen, then you're probably going to get a lot of body shots before you line up a headshot. If you've just got one guy shooting at you, you'll be fine. And after that, I would say for the guns, I've been a little bit lazy with this. For the guns, you pick whatever you want. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much. 99% of the time you're going to use this. The only time you'd use another gun, I would say, would probably be if you were really long range and you were sending your drone out, you couldn't get to anyone to get the headshots. In that case, you're going to want to use a sniper or something. And just down here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 piece of the Foundry Bulwark set, and that gives you the 10% extra armor, 1% armor regen, 50% shield health, and the makeshift repairs. Whenever you or your shield takes damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to you over 15 seconds. That's really nice. It's really helpful. It really is. Just down here, what I've put on, this is preference again, but I like it. It gives you a bit of added survivability. Now I've chucked on the Wyvern Wear to give it 10% extra skill damage, because obviously we're going to be using our drone as much as we can have it up, and I've got skill damage on that, which is not the best by far, skill haste, which is what you'd want as well, and for that slot I would say if you could change it to a blue and then chuck in another elite damage reduction. That would be perfect for that one. And like I said, obviously you've got the unbreakable, and when your armour is depleted, repair 90% of your armour. It's kind of like having a little get out of jail free card. If you're going to die, get full armour again, and you have a chance to kind of hide or get away a little bit. Obviously on these set pieces, what you'll want will be armour, the protection from elite on the one you can get on, and crit chance is actually quite good. Your main thing will be armour regen is nice, and if you can get a bit of crit chance, get a bit of crit chance. And just up here, if you're wondering why on earth I'm running the Acosta's Go Bag, it is mainly because it gives you the little bit of skill damage, skill duration, skill haste, and also I really enjoy the fact with this build what you tend to do, it's not like a normal tank build. Throw them grenades, that's completely fine. Throw the grenades, get them out of cover, get your drone to kill them. It's completely fine. And then obviously you've got a cooldown of 60 seconds, but it also goes into the overcharge. And that, because you're on 4 blue with 2 yellow, you go straight into overcharge on your shield. Obviously you won't go into overcharge on your drone because your drone is just made up of the tech power, which is 2, but the armour adds them all together. So you're straight into overcharge there as soon as you throw that grenade. And one thing that you want to learn with this, overcharge is amazing with bulwark shields, which I didn't realise. But if you have a look here, your active regeneration at tier 6 is 120%, which is quite good. However, look at that overcharge. That is ridiculous. It's over 4 times the amount. It's 500% active regeneration. As long as not too much is shooting you, or if you can get around the corner, say your shield is going to break, which is quite hard to achieve in this anyway, as long as you're getting them headshots. Even if it is going to break, duck into a bit of cover, move around the corner, get a couple of headshots, throw a grenade, or even throw a grenade standing in front of stuff, and you should regen pretty much back to full armour, and then just send out your drone. Do the work. All in all, this is a really nice build, and like I said, I think you can kind of mix and match it a little bit. If you thought you were viable enough, you didn't need that, or you were really good at positioning. I myself am not the best at being a tank. I find sometimes I do get shot in the back, or I'll get a random grenade that knocks my shield up for a second, then I'll get shot or killed. It's awful for me. But I think with the 30% reduction against elite, plus this one here, and the overcharge, you're pretty mint. I've just run a mission, it was fine on this. I think you'd be even better as a survivalist, and like I said, either that, or if you wanted to chuck it to tech to get the extra tech skill so that you could get some more damage on your drone, do that. If you wanted to chuck in a bit more damage for your gun, do that. You have a lot of options here, you have a lot of armour, you have a lot of regen, and like I said, with this there and with this there, it's kind of like you're going to get your armour back twice. That'll get your shield back, that'll get your original armour back. So if you wanted to, swap out the body for something else entirely if you fancied it. Right, guys and girls, hopefully you've enjoyed that and you're thinking about maybe making it. I know I find this tank build quite nice because it's like you're actually doing a bit of work. With some tank builds, you're kind of just sitting there getting shot in the head a lot, or shot in the shield a lot, should I say. But with this one, with your drone, it seems like you're picking up a lot of kills. Seems like it's a really nice one. You could do it on heroic on your own, or even better, chuck it on in a group. Right, guys and girls, If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for all things Xbox. All the latest and greatest games that are coming out, I'll be covering those, especially Valhalla and Cyberpunk, and of course who could forget Outriders and Diablo 4, and of course the Xbox Series X, I'll be doing that as well. And I'll be bringing you more Division content and hopefully the Skyscraper stuff when it comes out. As always, guys and girls, I'll leave you with a little bit of gameplay. Take care and see you all next day.